trying to sleep.
Right.
They chat at me while I'm brushing my teeth and getting ready for work. They scream at me while I'm driving, and I'm fed up.
Well, would you like to talk to somebody to see if maybe before I go off and do my part, do you need some help from us personally?
What do you mean?
Like, do you need any help, like, for to help you get over what's going on?
No, I'm about to go to my next service call.
Are you going to your next service call?
I got a job to do. I've been maintaining and getting through it for 5.5 years, but I'm wore out.
I understand.
Also, again, I was told the other day, 2 weeks ago, by Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones' office that law enforcement should help me with my situation. I was told, I got an email in my possession from Barry Loudermilk, Congressman Loudermilk.
Yes.
Telling me that
he's a very good man.
That law enforcement should help me with my situation. At this point, y'all should be having a press conference or something, because this is domestic terrorism.
Let's do this. I don't know if again, I'm Officer Northrop. Your name was?
Dan Williams.
I don't know how many in the world. What is your middle name, sir?
Robert.
Robert. You have your ID on you, be much easier.
It's not current.
Okay, that's fine, and I'm not worried about that. Just get that current as soon as you can, okay?
Yes, sir.
No issue there.
So when I leave here, I'm going to be yelled and screamed at, microwave auditory effect, all the way to my next job.
I just never heard of this. This is something new.
It's psychological warfare, and it's a war crime. And again, the federal level, congressmen and stuff is telling me that local law enforcement needs to do something.
Usually, well, and that's
it's harassing communications.
Right.
The definition of that, I forget what it is, but any harassing communications using any electronic means, that's already Georgia state law.
Right.
And so I'm just tired of being run around in circles by law enforcement.
But the device that they're using, if what you're telling me, okay, is a device that locals, law enforcement would have nothing to be able to combat with except on a federal level. And I know this. I've been doing this for 24 years. Federal level would have to handle this, okay?
So you have no ability to enforce Georgia state?
No, we haven't. Wait, but for the device to be analyzed or looked at, that would have to be on a federal level.
What about investigating the psychopaths that told me they're doing this to me?
Well, I got their name and information. Bob Bourne and Bruce Galehi. Galehi, I can't say.
They're the ones I have to listen to. Bob Bourne. Right now, the list is a mile long of torture scripts, and it's been 5.5 years, and I'm wore out.
I understand. All right, give me a couple. Okay. Let's talk these off.
The problem with prosecution is for harassing communication, you have to have third party, so you have to have like proof, like written proof or like video recorded proof, like me calling you 25 million times and like missed calls on your phone.
To the brain, right.
And
you would have to detect the frequency.
So I can't.
Motorola Solutions can do that for you.
I can't do that.
Right. That excuse is not going to work anymore is what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well,
I'm being murdered with a direct energy weapon. And if you're not willing to have a press conference that a citizen here in Cobb County is being murdered,
we're not going to do that, definitely.
Well, that's on y'all here in just a few weeks, because this is about to be in the news here soon.
Okay.
So if y'all are telling me to go jump off a cliff right now like you're doing, you will be held accountable for it.
Well, I'm not telling you to jump off a cliff. I'm just telling you that we don't have...
You're refusing to investigate domestic terrorism.
We don't have evidence.
So you're complicit in murdering me.
There's no way we can measure what's happening.
I don't need that BS excuse anymore. I'm tired of listening to that garbage.
That's fine.
That's the exact, you know what Bartow County told me?
Probably the same thing I'm telling you.
They said that the torture on body cam video, they said that the torture that's almost taken my life, it's taken everything from me, can go on for many years. And then he said that it's
it's gone on for 5 already.
5.5, yeah. And he also said that it's not domestic terrorism because I'm the only poor soul being targeted, tortured. But it's all good.
So these guys aren't messing with anybody else but you?
They've probably murdered many people.
How do you know these guys?
But they're allowed to get away with it.
How do you know them?
I've known Bruce Clay for 20 years. He acted like he wanted to go into business with me. I used to do HVAC systems for him.
Okay.
He turned out to be a psychopath Satan worshiper. Bob Bourne, I knew him for a little while before this started, and he's also a psychopath Satan worshiper. But yeah, they probably murdered many people, yeah.
Why are they doing this to you only?
I don't know, you'd have to ask them.
Okay. I mean, you don't have any...
Bob told me it's because I was late paying a loan back, which was years ago. That was the excuse he gave me.
Okay.
I'm just wore out, and I'm tired of being told to go jump off a cliff by people that are sworn to uphold the law. Y'all always do the same thing. Y'all say we don't know how to detect it.
Well, we don't.
That's stupid. Why don't you go to the FBI or why don't you go to?
Because the FBI is going to tell us a pound sand.
Well, probably so. So why don't you tell the public? So you're still complicit in the murder.
Well,
of a civilian.
I'm not going to tell the public anything. I'm not going to tell the public anything.
You're playing a part in the murder of a peaceful civilian right now.
Okay, no, I'm not playing a part in anything.
Yeah, you are.
We're going to take a report for you.
You'll be held accountable at some point soon.
If our detective unit decides to investigate, which I doubt they will, then
why do you doubt they'll investigate?
Because what I just told you, that
because it's impossible.
They can't prove anything.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
You have to go to court to be able to, in order to arrest these guys or charge these guys, you have to be able to prove things, and we can't prove anything.
So what should I do?
I don't know, maybe go talk to a doctor?
I already have.
And what'd they tell you?
They told me all about synthetic telepathy and how it'd be hard to get help for it because the telecom lobby is bigger than the pharmaceutical lobby.
Okay. Have you been under medical?
So what am I? So I'm just supposed to continue. We're at 5.5 years now, right? So let's call it 6, 7, 8 years. Just keep being tortured.
I don't have anything for you other than maybe go see a medical doctor.
For what? For being targeted with a microwave weapon?
Well,
how are they going to help?
I don't know. I mean, the rest of us aren't being targeted at all.
You sure?
So, yeah, I'm not being targeted.
You sure?
Yeah.
Really? Governor Kemp told me to get a lawyer 4 years ago. Governor Kemp told me to get a lawyer for being murdered with a military weapon system.
Did you get a lawyer?
Hadn't been able to yet.
Okay.
When I do, I'll be suing Cobb County, Bartow County, and everybody else.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, there's no way for us to track this
evidence.
You
don't have to repeat yourself anymore.
So
it's okay.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's cool.
Other than we can take a report for you.
That's why I wanted to meet y'all here today to make sure you were just going to tell me again to go jump off the cliff. So that's what we got going on. So that's perfect.
He's being attacked mentally by some kind of mental telepathy device or something by two gentlemen.
Okay. So that's what we got going on. So that's perfect.
He's being attacked mentally by some kind of mental telepathy device or something by
voice
two gentlemen.
Okay. Voice to skull technology. Yeah. They're running MK ultrasound experiments on people.
Okay.
Yep. Y'all need anything else from me?
Well, just kind of go take me back how far back this was going on.
Friday, October 5th, 2018 is when it started.
Okay, and what's been going? Okay, and tell me some of the things that you've had to go through since that time. Give me just a quick rundown of some of the things that's been going on during that time.
I do heating and air, and I have to listen to harassment 24/7, 365.
Yeah, be specific.
So that's why I'm not running my own company right now, because that was taken from me. That's why Easter was the first time I've seen my family in 3 years.
Yes, sir.
And again, Governor Kemp told me to get an attorney for being tortured with voice to skull technology. But yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm asking,
I have to listen to torture 24/7.
Right, torture. Give me what's the torture
specific phrases? I'm not going to get into all that right now.
Okay,
there's a million torture scripts.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go into that right now.
Okay. Well, that's not going to help me out. Then how can I do anything if you're not going to?
I'm being
open.
harassed.
I'm being open with you. You be open with me.
I don't need to get into specific torture.
Then I can't do anything for you if you're not going to be in specific.
How about one?
I have to be specific.
Sounds and stuff. But again, there's no point in diving into the specifics of it. I'm being murdered. I'm being harassed with a microwave weapon.
Right.
And I was told by those individuals, but y'all have no interest in investigating them.
Right.
So they're getting away with murder.
Well, the specifics help us, so I would know what else I need to do the next level. By stopping certain questions, then I can't do anything, and I have to ask my questions. If I don't get an
He's already
answer.
telling me y'all aren't going to do anything,
Well,
so I don't see any point in diving into the specifics of the torture.
Okay.
What would you? What
I
would
better
you like
just go on my service call in Woodstock and just, I'll be getting the body cam video here
Yes,
in a
sir.
little bit, and if y'all can make a report and run it past your investigators and see if they're willing to investigate it,
What
that's
would you
all.
like done?
That's all I'm asking. What's that?
What would you like done?
I want Bob Bourne and Bruce Gallagher investigated. I want this torture program investigated. I'm not the only one being targeted.
Who are those
Have you heard of
individuals?
targeted individuals?
I have. Who are those two individuals?
They're individuals that made it crystal clear to my face that they're responsible for my torture.
Okay, that was in 2018.
All of the torture is their names and voices just bashing my head in all day.
Are you married?
No.
You haven't, like, you have kids?
No.
Are you wanting to try to go talk to somebody about that today?
No, not at all. I've already been down that road. I also told 911 I didn't want EMS here because I've already been drug away before, 1013 before. I don't need that. I was simply trying to make a report today.
Can you tell me what happened last time that occurred?
What are you talking about?
When you said you got 1013 before, can you tell me how that went last time?
No.
Do you remember?
I don't want to get into it.
Okay.
That was 4 years ago. That was in 2020.
I'm assuming nothing good came from it?
It was 8 days in captivity and then out again.
They put you on any medications?
I've been down that road. I'm not wanting to talk about that right now.
I'm just trying to figure out what has helped and what has made things worse.
I'm being targeted with a military weapon system.
Has
So
anything
not a
made
lot
it,
helps.
Has anything made it better for you?
No.
What has made it worse?
What are you
These are
talking
specific
about?
activities or things throughout the day that
No,
made it
it's
worse?
24/7 harassment, man. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. Laying in bed, brushing my teeth, getting the shower, driving, fixing someone's air conditioner, I'm listening to torture.
Have you ever had any neurology scans done, anything like that? To verify any of that?
Not yet, no.
Want to go to the hospital and try to talk to a neurologist today?
Absolutely not. That's why I told y'all not to show up. I'm not going anywhere.
No, we're here. This is a Kevin is a clinician.
This is about harassing communications. You would have to call Clark Millsap in Bartow. He knows all about it.
Excuse me, Dan?
Yes, sir.
What we're trying to do is, okay, we see your point, right? But obviously that there's not enough evidence to continue an investigation.
That's fine. That's all I came here today.
I know, but what I'm trying to do is give you a solution. So what Jesse's bringing up is that side of it, when you go in and say, I've had a neurology report.
I'm not interested in any of that right now.
No, I know. But
that's not what this was about today.
But for the future.
Sure.
I've talked to a psychiatrist. I've
been
talked
there,
to a
done that.
counselor. I have all that. So
Yep.
here's all the evidence that proves
I also
that.
talked to Dr. Bennett at the Amen Clinic. He agreed I'm dealing with synthetic.
So
epilepsy.
okay, so you take all that information.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're going to get you have a full medical makeup.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with me physically.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a full mental makeup. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with me here. Here's all this. Look, I'm trying to help you.
That's the last thing I was trying to talk about today.
Okay, but I'm trying to give
Governor
you.
Kemp didn't tell me to go to the doctor. He told me to get a lawyer because he understands.
He's not law enforcement.
Hang on.
I know he's not law enforcement.
The FBI didn't tell me to go to the doctor. They said, sorry, he's going through that. Senator Ossoff didn't tell me to go to the doctor. Congressman Loudermilk didn't tell me to go to the doctor.
Yes, sir.
I'm being targeted.
Sure.
Okay?
But what you have to do is prove it's not coming from you. And then get a lawyer and say, look, I've had all this testing. There's nothing wrong with me.
That's what I'll
There's
do.
something
I'll
going on.
keep working
That's
on
what
it.
I'm trying to help you.
I'll keep working on it.
That's all I'm trying to do. I'm
I know
sorry.
you're wanting things investigated and your claims verified. That is the ways in which you can help you.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Have you tried to sue them civilly
I
for
haven't been able to get a lawyer
pain
yet.
and suffering?
I haven't been able to get a
I mean-
lawyer yet.
Civil suits can happen all the time for stuff like that. So if the criminal side's not helping you, maybe sue them civilly?
We'll
Civil
see.
court?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, all this targeting civilians like myself with voice to skull, PSYOP, MK Ultra.
We're just trying to give you.
It's going to be in the news soon.
We're
So
trying to
y'all
give
be
you,
seeing it. Y'all be seeing it in the news here soon.
Okay.
But I appreciate y'all's attention. I was just making sure y'all aren't going to do anything about it for the last time.
Well, we're kind of coming here to figure out what exactly you wanted done about it.
Investigate it.
Well, he wants these guys arrested. And
No, I
for
want
stuff that
you
we can't
just to go
prove.
question the guys
Well, where
at
are they?
least. What?
Where are they?
I don't have a clue, man.
Okay, did you meet them in person? And was that in 2018?
He's known the one guy for 20 years. He used to do business with him.
I've got to get to a service call, so y'all have a good day.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all's help.
You guys have anything further?
Thank you for being Johnny on the spot.
Well, see, the thing is, you know, I you know King, right? Officer King.
Yeah.
He deals with all this all the time.
Yes.
So I've been talking to him more about dealing with people because we go on these kind of calls all the time.
Yes,
what we try to want to do is say, like Jesse was approaching, you need to get all your medical stuff taken care of, and then go with that, saying that you're, hopefully when they're doing all that medical stuff, they find out that there's something going on, and they can get that taken care of. That's all, because they totally believe it. You know, they probably he probably thinks that you're all involved too. You know, thinks I'm involved because I'm a therapist. You know, so that's all we try to do. So
gotcha, sir.
That's all we can do.
Well, I appreciate you being Johnny on the spot with it. Like I said, it was he's never made the threat of wanting to hurt himself.
Yeah.
He never said anything. He never said that he's had torture to kill himself. That's another thing too. And when I read that one part about something about the energy device.
Here because he lives in Bartow, I guess.
I think because he's going to his next thing, so he figured he'd stop right here. Of course, I didn't get that far, but that's because I thought he was armed with the gun, because he says he's being armed with a energy device. I'm like, does he have a gun?